Hey guys, OJ Albino here, bringing you guys our APA Classic Season 15 Week 4 game against Ultra Player and his, what team is he using in this? I want to say Philly Soldier. Yeah, it's going to be Phil. Actually, he's right on Sports Center. Oops. Yeah, we're going to be going up to Ultra Player and Philly Soldier. I'm sure you know who he is, but if not, he'll definitely be linked in the description below. Definitely go check him out. One of my favorite draft league creators on YouTube in general, so definitely worth it if you haven't done so already. But we are 3-0 going up into this point, so we definitely want to pick up a dub here in week 4, try and keep the streak going. But we have a very tough opponent and a very scary team to play against, so we'll see how that ends up going. Matchup, as you can see, is going to be down your bottom right of your screen. Josh is rocking out with the Cinderace, Dracula, Jirachi, Rotom Frost, Blastoise, Volibee, Vileplume, Rhydon, Galarian, Corsola, and Aromatisse, while our team, as always, consists of Salazzle, Kyurem, Rotom Fan, Aegislash, Maractus, Girder, Rhydon, Wishiwashi, Snorlax, and Hatterene. Very, very scary team. Cinderace blows us backwards. It's going to be terrifying to play against that thing with the Libero, and how great of a speed tier it has versus us, honestly. It's going to be tough to play around, but I think we can potentially do it. Other than that, I actually pretty much I like our matchup pretty decently, so we'll see how this ends up going. But quick little rundown of the team we're bringing. Lots of complex EVs on all these. I remember the Aegislash just because it literally has EVs in all 6 stats, and I'm definitely proud of that. My buddy John Jr. helped me build this team, so definitely really proud of that set. The other ones I don't remember too much, but we're gonna kind of go as we can here. But yeah, we're bringing a leftovers AG with King Shield, Flash Cannon, Sneak, and Shadow Ball. The attack plus the special attack, I know for a fact that lets us kill max HP Rachi with Shadow Ball into Shadow Sneak, which is obviously super, super nice. 16 speed is for speed creeps, and I believe the 112 plus 116 Spadef with the Sassy Nature is going to allow us to never be 3 KO'd by Jirachi unless he's Life Orb Respects, which is obviously really, really nice, and then we threw the rest into the defense. There's a really, really solid Mon versus his team, both offensively and as a defensive pivot into stuff like Rachi, which is actually really scary versus us otherwise. So hopefully we can beat his team down with AG here, right? And kind of soften up for the rest of our win cons in the back. Next up, we have Hatterene rocking out with the Wise Glasses, Healing Wish, Future Sight, Psychic, and Mystical Fire. 248 HP, 92 defense, and 168 special attack with a modest nature. Now, originally, I wanted to go with like an OTR set with Hatterene because Mystical Flyer plus Stabs goes crazy on him. However, I didn't really want to slow down the rest of my team. I didn't think Full Trick Room was a great idea this week. So we ended up going with like an offensive 3 attacks plus Healing Wish set. I love Healing Wish to heal up our AG in the back or potentially our Rhydon, which you're going to see in a minute. I think that's really, really solid. And then Psychic and Mystical Fire hits his team really hard. And then Future Sight's going to force some annoying pivots for him as well. He does not have a Dark type, so getting off that residual with Future Sight, forcing in that Rachi to take a little bit of extra trip is obviously super nice for us, especially for our main win con, which we're going to see up in a little bit. Next up, we have Rhydon rocking out with the Eviolite, Lightning Rod ability, Stealth Rock, Earthquake, or Stone Edge. This is going to be our rocker. It's actually going to be our main Cinderace pivot, which isn't the best because, you know, High Jump Kick exists. You know, a lot of stuff that can potentially go awry. However, this is a solid rocker. It's a solid phaser this game. We can check physical Rachi sets decently, provided he doesn't flinch us down, which isn't the most reliable thing in the world, but, you know, we have Roar to not be set up fodder for, like, stuff like Blastoise. If we want to catch the Vileplume trying to switch in on us, the Corsola, stuff like that. So, Rhydon's going to be a nice little bulky pivot this game. Going to get up Roxanne and probably go down pretty early, unfortunately. Next up, we have our Kyurem, which is going to be our win con this week. We are bringing Heavy Duty Boots Kyurem with Dragon Dance, Shadow Claw, Dragon Claw, and Icicle Spear. 56 HP, 216 attack, 132 defense, and 104 speed with an adamant nature. This mon goes in. The moment we can chip down Galarian Corsola and Rachi just a little bit after a Dragon Dance, provided we know what his Scarfers are, we kind of go crazy. We also have to chip down the Blastoise a little bit, but plus 1 Dragon Claw is going to do a ton of that thing, especially if he's an offensive set. And he doesn't necessarily like immediately break through us either way. As long as we're healthy enough, we'll live in Aura Sphere from that guy. So I think Kyurem can be really, really solid this week, provided we position it correctly and get it at the right time to set up a DD and hopefully go for game. Next up, we have Salazzle, rocking out with an Oblivious set. Fire Blast, Sludge Wave, Taunt, and Will-O-Wisp. 180 HP, 132 special attack, and 196 speed with a modest nature. Now, we are not Corrosion because obviously we're not carrying Toxic, and Oblivious is nice just to not be taunted from like a fast taunt Cinderace or something like that. We have Willow to potentially burn some things. Fire Blast plus Sludge Wave does a lot to his team. What is Willis more so for, though? What are we thinking? I think it's for the Rhydon pivot. Yeah, it's really nice for that Rhydon pivot, just neutering that thing, because we actually don't switch into Rhydon very well. So that's obviously super nice, just a full free Willow. And Taunt is to stop things from being annoying, like the Galarian Corsola, etc., etc. So Salazzle is going to be pretty solid. And then lastly, we have Girder rocking out with an Eviolite Guts set. Bulk up, Drain Punch, Knockoff, Poison Jab with a very offensive spread, 56 HP, 220 attack, 68 Spadef, and 164 speed with an Adamant Nature. So this thing is actually really, really solid at breaking through our opponent's team. After a bulk up, he really does not appreciate Girder, and we're still bulky enough for the Eviolite to take hits if we really need to. And at +1, we're just going to be doing some damage to our opponent. +1 Poison Jab does a ton to Aromatisse. Obviously, we don't care about the Corsola being burned. We do our Guts ability, and like +1 Guts knockoff is going to blow that thing back. So this monk can actually be a menace versus our opponent if we, do position it right. Vileplume is a bit of an issue, but we can hopefully play around that guy and go from there. But yeah, that's going to be the 6 that we're bringing this week. Definitely think we have the team to do it. But again, our opponent is a very solid player, so we'll see how it goes. Really excited for this one. I will be right back with the match, though. All right, guys, we are back with the game. It looks like Ultra elected to bring the Cinderace, Jirachi, Blastoise, Rhydon, Aromatisse, and Rotom Frost. Very, very tricky here to start off, to say the very least. There's a lot of things that really do annoy me on Lead. I'm going to be completely honest. Cinderace is obviously annoying, being able to just kind of click U-turn for free. Rachi, getting up rocks potentially. Rhydon, same deal. Rotom is obviously incredibly annoying because its dual stabs do phenomenally versus me in this game. However, I think I'm going to lead off Girder. I feel like it leads off best neutrally versus both the, the Cinderace, the Jirachi, the Rhydon, and the, what do you call it? Mr. Rotom right there. Oops. Let's see. Do we have our calcs inputted? Let's throw Girder right there for us. And let's see how things go. I'm not too worried about Rocks this game, in all honesty. Part of me thinks that his potential rocker this game might be Jirachi, just because our Magic Bounce Hatterini is going to kind of deter that whole, other rockers potentially wanting to set up those rocks on us. So that's actually pretty nice, because that means he's missing a coverage move. Missing like Calm Mind, something like that. Being able to pinpoint that things move set down is obviously really, really nice for us. So I feel like that's really, really good. Let's see Girder versus Jirachi. He's like Scarf. How much is Zen Headbutt doing? It's a 2-hit KO. Don't like that. Let's see. He's definitely thinking about his lead as well. Yeah, this isn't really, like a 2 cookie cutter lead, to be honest. I'm really thinking the Rotom lead is very, very likely, just because of the fact that I can pretty easily lead Rhydon versus any other potential lead that he might have, being Rachi, being the, anything else like that. Is he actually is going to lead off with Cinderace, and I'm just going to throw off a knockoff turn 1. Yeah, we're going to throw off a knockoff turn 1. If he wants to go Aromatisse, we get to knock off an item off that thing. Goes for the U-turn. It's going to do about 16%. I'm fine with that chip. Knock it off. Loses the lefties, which is obviously super, super clean. And what do we expect to come out is going to be the real question. Do we need our health on our Aegislash? So I think Aegislash is incredibly free, and I'm really, really scared of a potential double into said Cinderace, because it just grabs him a million momentum. So I think I'm going to make a mid-ground, and I'm going to go Rhydon. So he's just going to go for a Moonblast. Very interesting. I think I just go for a Rocks. Yeah, I think I'm just going to get up my Rocks right here. I was scared letting in AG, just because AG just go crazy on him. He does not really have a switch in for dual stabs, like, at all. But nonetheless, it's fine. I think we should be able to get up our Rocks here. We could potentially Healing Wish up Hatterini later in the game as well. So, not the absolute end of the world. And he doesn't necessarily switch into an offensive Rhydon very well, if I'm going to be honest. So, yeah, let's get up these Rocks, though. And kind of go from there. Jirachi is such a threat, dude. If it's carrying, like, Energy Ball, it's obviously going to blow it right on from here. And, like, Flash Cannon plus Psychic does really well versus otherwise, besides Aegislash. So I guess he needs Shadow Ball for that. He's going to stay in. Go for the Moonblast. Now, what's my best move here? Do I click Edge and try and click? There's no way you go Rotom. I think I'm just going to get Awesome Earthquake chip. There's no way you go Rotom right here, is there? There's no way. There's also no way you go into your 3 ground weak ones either. I guess I click Edge. Yeah, I think we're gonna click Edge. I'm really sad if I miss this though. It's the only issue. I guess I'm gonna click Earthquake. Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's fine. So essentially, Aromatisse is gonna go down right here. Not the biggest deal in the world though, to be completely honest. This thing being chipped is like amazing for Kyurem in the late game. This is like the main obstacle for us to potentially have to deal with. So do we just go Aegislash for free here is the real question, or do we go into Salazzle? Nah, Salazzle kind of honestly invites in the Rhydon, which I'm not a fan of, to be completely honest. So I think we're going to click Flash Cannon here. He's going to go out into Blastoise. That's unfortunate. That's something I don't like to see. Let's see how much that did. Blastoise. I wish I would just like Shadow Ball there. I didn't think he'd preserve. He just has Blade. So I did 10%. You're a very defensive Blastoise. I don't think you're Shell Smash. Yeah, he's gonna go for a Scald there. So let's see, Blastoise, if like you're and you defensive. Let's go back to that. Awesome. So that's doing like 15%. We can potentially kind of go crazy on him if he's not Spadef. I mean, I guess if he's Spadef, he's probably Spadef because Flash Cannon only did 10%. Are you like AV? Thinking it might be. I almost clicked the Dynamax button. I'm going to be completely honest. Wow, that would have been awful. I really don't want this thing getting burned, though, is the only issue. How much are we taking with Girder? We're taking about 28%, and we're not doing too much back. This is really unfortunate. Lots of calcs going on right here. Hatterene is doing about a 2 KO if he's not. I really think he's a Salt Vest. So we're doing a decent chunk, and he's not really doing all that much back to us. I mean, I guess we can Healing Wish this back up later, though. That's the only thing. What is Blastoise base speed? 192. No, so we definitely don't outspeed, which is obviously dope. Don't burn? So we get a crit. Now what do we want to pivot out into to potentially force this one? Pressure this one. So this thing being chipped is obviously amazing for our Kyurem as well. So Dark Pulse is going to come out. Blastoise. So he's like no special attack. It's not very much at all. So you just lost shield. It's honestly doing a decent chunk more. I think we're going to go into Hatterene. We're going to throw off a Future Sight. It's going to force some pivoting around, at the very least, especially into that Rachi or something like that. And if he wants to U-turn out on our obvious Aegislash switch in next turn, we're going to put him in a pretty tough spot. So I think we throw off that big Future Sight right here. He's going to go for the Dark Pulse, doing about 16 to our Hatterene, so that like bounces off. Pardon my pun. Yeah, I mean, could you consider that a pun even? We'll see though. Yeah, let's see what he wants to go for. This isn't a mon he really does appreciate a bunch. What are we going to go for here? Having the Aromatisse and this shift is like amazing again. Once again, for our end game with Kyurem. Because if that Rotom isn't boots after rocks, it's probably in range of a +1 Dragon Claw, I'm going to be honest. So he's... never mind. So he just went for the rapid spin on us. Damn. I wish we would have just thrown off a psychic. Do we want to throw off a psychic here? So the thing is, I'm kind of expecting a Rachi switch. I really am expecting a Rachi switch. It's the only annoying thing. We're going to throw off a Mystical Fire. Worst comes to worst, we'll lower his special attack. He's not doing too much damage to us otherwise anyways. So yeah, let's throw off a big old Mystical Fire. We're going to get off some damage on hopefully the Rachi coming in. I don't imagine you go hard right on. I really don't imagine you go hard right on. Maybe you go middle ground, you go Rotom Frost. Because, you know, you can take that Mystical Fire a little bit better and you don't have to worry about the Rachi taking as much chip. But we'll see. And again, if he wants to go Rachi... No. We're going to throw off a safe Psychic, because if he wants to go Rachi, that's fine. We go hard Aegislash, and if he wants to U-turn out on that very obvious switch, then we're forcing something else to take a big Future Sight. And if essentially nabbing ourselves a KO, which is obviously super nice. So we're just going to go for Psychic. If I'm counting my Future Sight turns correctly, that is. But we'll see. Definitely thinking about this play, though. And yeah, see exactly what he wants to go into. So he's just gonna stay in Scald. Yeah, so I'm glad I didn't. Gets the burn. Now, what do we want to pivot out into? Well, like, I mean, I guess we can take another chip. Turn a chip. I don't know if Future Sight can stack. Let's see, it deals 2 damage. So it fails if this move is already in effect. Let's see. Which we want to pivot out into. I really don't want to risk a burn. Oh, that burn really sucks. I mean, I guess it was bound to happen eventually, to be completely honest. I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to click Mystical Fire. For some reason you want to save this. Yeah, so we're going to go down. Future Sight did not hit, so that like completely backfired on us. That's really unfortunate. Like immensely unfortunate. I don't know how we beat Cinderace at this point. Especially without Rocks up. So I think we go Aegislash here. It just kind of covers more bases. Yeah, we're going to go Ag. And we're hopefully going to force some kind of double down. It's really unfortunate, man. I think we could have played that a little bit better, to be completely honest. Maybe pivoted out on that last Scald or something like that, so we didn't have to take the chip on Hatterene, because having that would have been great. Okay, so you're obviously Libero. We click Clean Shield. I don't think Pyro Ball's contact, though. Hold on, let's see. Aegislash Shield to Cinderace. If you are 252... Let's just type in Protean, because I don't know if the barrel works yet. U-turn. And let's say Fireball. And let's go Mr. Girder right here. So you have to be banded, I think. Yeah, I think you're banded. So Powerball is unfortunately not a contact move. I really think you're banded. Yeah, there's no way you're not banded after that damage. So I think we're going to throw off a Sludge Wave. So that damage is nice. That damage is like amazing. Okay, I'm glad I didn't Will-O-Wisp there. I almost wanted to Willow to catch the Rhydon. But but I'm glad we did. Oh man, that sucks. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. That's awful. Yeah, that's big. That's really annoying for him. Ugh, that sucks. Because I definitely think you're abandoned, and that thing kind of won the game at that point. So that's super, super, super unfortunate. 90%. So yeah, 54, you were 100% banded. Unless you were, I don't know. I mean, unless you got a max roll, like let's just say you're Jolly. Because I mean, you'd need Jolly to outspeed Salazzle. But that's if you're creeping max. Which I know I'm not. No, I don't think you're banded because like banded is, I guess I rolled a 47. Yeah, you're not banded. I just think you're adamant or you're like charcoal or something like that. We're gonna Will-O-Wisp. Unless I think he's gonna get up his rocks for Kyurem. We're gonna taunt. Yeah, we're gonna taunt. I'm not gonna let you get up your rocks. He just went straight for the earthquake. Now that's what the kid's calling. Fortunate. Let's see. Right on into, so that's like max adamant. Yeah, I want to see if my Kyurem can take a hit. Oh, we EV the Live a Stone Edge. That's dope. So what I think I do is I think I go Girder. I think I click knock off pretty drawback free. So he's gonna go into this. That's fine. Essentially sacking it off. We're gonna go for a poison jab though. There's no reason for us not to. Actually, I wanna. I guess I can. Oh, that's okay. I want to see how much Drain Punch we've done, but I guess it doesn't matter too much. Now that's the only iffy thing. What do you go, Rachi? Maybe I should have just willowed that right on, simply because of the. I mean, I guess if he was double dance, he won the game, so there was no way I could have, really risk that. If I go Aegislash, yeah, I'm gonna go AG. Uh-oh. That's really bad. That's really bad. That's awful. Well, I think we lose the game. Yeah, I think we lose. We'll see, though. I think that's game. Unfortunate. Yeah, he just goes for another Cosmic Power. We're going to go for a Shadow Sneak. He's just going to go for a Wish. I don't agree with that play. What if I crit you? I mean, I guess if I crit you, you're done anyways. I don't know. That's odd. Cool. Well, I think we lose. That's really unfortunate. If I just stayed in, I don't know. So we're going to try and Dragon Dance up. Yeah, we're going to just lose. Awesome. So GG's to my opponent. That's really unfortunate. I'm really annoyed that I lost to Arachi that I didn't think should ever beat me. But that's more so my bad. GG's to Josh. Definitely go check him down in the description below. Very, very cool dude. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching.